Good day everyone. Today we're going to discuss about Q2 Module 7, Laws of Exponents. But then, let's consider this expression. So we have here 2 raised to the 5th power. So ang tanong, ano nga ba ang tawag kay 2 at ano ang tawag kay 5? Bakit si 2 ay malaki at si 5 ay nakaangat pero maliit? Now, si 2 po ay tinatawag nating base. Well, si 5 ay tinatawag po nating positive integral exponent, or in short, positive exponent. Positive integral, it's because the exponent is positive. Tinatawag din tong minsang power. Take note, si 5 ay tinatawag na positive integral exponent or tinatawag siyang power. Let's consider the same given to raise to the 5th power. So, ano nga ba ang sinasabi ni exponent at ni base? Kay base. Anong connection ng exponent kay base? At paano to isi-simplify? So, from here, our exponent is 5 and our base is 2. So, sinasabi ni exponent kung ilang beses i-multiply ni base sa sarili niya. So, from here, ang exponent natin ay 5. So, sinasabi niya kay base 2, 5 beses mo i-multiply ang sarili mo. So, that is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Again, bakit 5 2? Kasi po, ang exponent mo ay 5. Again, 5 2 kasi ang exponent mo ay 5. Sino yung minumultiply sa sarili niya? Si base. At ang base natin dito ay si 2. Now, ang tawag natin kay 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is what we call the expanded form. Now, kapag minultiply natin to, kinuha natin yung product ng 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is 32. Si 32 ang tinatawag nating simplified form. Going back, let's recall, si exponent si 5, si 2 ay base. So, si exponent, sinasabi niya kay base kung ilang beses niyang i-multiply yung sarili niya. Since the exponent here is 5, si base 2, 5 beses niyang i-multiply sa sarili niya. Kaya na-expand natin si 2 raised to the 5th power as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. At kapag kinuha natin yung product nito, we will come up with the product of 32. At si 32 ang tinatawag nating simplified form. So let's proceed. So we have the first law of exponent, which is product of a power rule. Again, product of a power rule. So, from the word product, ibig sabihin, i-multiply, mag-multiply ka. From the word power, it has something to do with the exponent. So, kung papansin natin, mag-multiply ka daw, at another thing is, yung base nila parehas A. Ang base natin here is A. The exponent is B. The base is A, the exponent is C. So, ang ganong ginawa, i-multiply down natin si A to the B times A to the C. At parehas po sila ng base, ang ginawa lang po ay kinopya si base at inad si exponent. Let's have an example. So, we have here A times A cubed is equals to, take note, ang isang variable, kapag sinulat yan, automatically, meron siyang exponent na 1. So, from here, automatic na hindi na po siya sinusulat na 1. So, to make it clear, sulatan natin ng 1, ha? Ulitin ko, ang isang variable, kapag nag-appear sa given po, automatic ang exponent niya ay 1. So, pansinin natin, same base siya, then multiply. Ang gagawin natin, copy the base and add the exponent. So, A raised to 1 plus 3 is 4. Therefore, A times A cubed is equals to A to the 4th. Now, let's have another example. Ano-ano ang ating mga base? We have base A and base B. So, the exponent of A here is automatically 1. And we have another A here at ang exponent niya ay 2. So, plus 2. Next, the exponent of B here is 2. At meron pa tayong isang B at ang exponent niya ay 4. So, i-add lang natin. Simplifying this one, this is A raised to 1 plus 2 is 3. B raised to 2 plus 4 is 6. I-add ba natin si A and B? Hindi. Bakit? Kasi magkaiba po sila ng base. Take note, ang ina-add ko lang ang exponent is kapag parehas ang kanilang base. So, yun po yung tinasabi ni product of a power rule. Now, paano kung may number? So, from the first term, or first word, product. So, ibig sabihin, i-multiply mo. So, we're going to multiply 3 by 2 and copy B since it's the base. Parehas may B. Anong gagawin natin? Copy the exponent. 7. Meron pa bang B? Yes. At ano exponent ni B? 3 plus 3. So, 3 times 2 is 6. B raised to 7 plus 3 is 10. Therefore, 3b raised to the 7th power times 2b raised to cube is 6b raised to the 10th power. Let's have another example. We have here power of a power rule. So, kung papansinin natin yung example, minumultiply lang yung power at kinokopya lang yung base. So, from here, our base is x, and we have 2 power here, 2 and 4. So, anong ginawa? I-multiply. So, 2 times 4 is equals to x raised to the 8th power. That's it. Let's have another example. In this case, meron tayong dalawa dito. But then, let's start with this one. So, gagawin natin, copy the base A. Ang gagawin sa exponent ay i-multiply 3 times 2. Times, we have another A here. We have the exponent of A, 2, and the power of 2. So, 2 times 2. We have here A raised to 3 times 2 is 6. Times A raised to 2 times 2 is 4. Ito na ba yung sagot? Hindi pa. Bakit? We have 2 base. Dapat isa lang ang base natin dito. So, kung papansinin natin, parehas naman yung base nila as A. So, copy A. At anong gagawin sa exponent? Since same base at multiply, we just copy the base and add the exponent. 6 plus 4 is equals to A raised to 6 plus 4 is 10. Therefore, the final answer is A raised to the 10 power. Last one. Again, yung variable, automatically, ang exponent niya is 1, pero hindi na lang sinusulat. Similarly, ganun din sa numerical coefficient. Kapag walang nakasulat na exponent, automatic, ang exponent niya ay 1. So, 4 raised to 1 times 2, A raised to 3 times 2, B raised to 2 times 2. Simplifying this one, so raised to 1 times 2 is 2, A raised to 3 times 2 is 6, B raised to 2 times 2 is 4. Si 4 squared ba nakasimplified na? Of course not. So, paano natin siya isi-simplify? Balik tayo dun sa una kong sinabi. So, we have here the base, and we have 2 as the exponent. So, sa exponent, sinasabi niya kung ilang beses i-multiply ni base ang sarili niya. Your base is 4, your exponent is 2. So, ilang beses i-multiply ni base ang sarili niya? 2. So, 4 times 4 is 16. So, we have here 16, A raised to the 6th power, B raised to the 4th power is the final answer. Another loss of exponent. So, we have here power of a product rule. Again, power of a product rule. So, kung papansinin natin, kinopya lang si bases at minultiply lang ang exponent. So, ang exponent ng isang variable, kapag walang nakasulat, automatic is 1. So, kinopya lang si A, then multiply si exponent. 1 times D is D, copy D, 1 times D is D. Let's have an example. So, we have here the bases, X and Y. So, copyhin natin si base X and Y. So, we have and also we have the exponent. So, anong ginawa? Multiply lang po. So, 2 times 4, 4 times 4, 4 times 4. Simplifying this one, x raised to 2 times 4 is 8. Y raised to 4 times 4 is 16. Take note, huwag magkakamali ng pagkakalagay ng exponent. Next, so we have here negative 2a cubed raised to the power of 2. So all of them are raised to 2. So, tulad ng sinabi ko, kapag yung number walang nakasulat na exponent, automatically ang exponent nun ay 1. So, we have base negative, we have the numerical coefficient of 2. So, 1 times 2, a raised to 3 times 2. Simplifying this one, this is negative 2 raised to 1 times 2 is 2. A raised to the 6th power. Nakasimplify na ba? Hindi pa. Hindi pa nakasimplify si negative 2. So, you have your base negative 2 and you have the exponent of 2. So, sa exponent, sinasabi niya kung ilang beses i-multiply ni base ang sarili niya. Your base is negative 2. Your exponent is 2. So, dalawang negative 2. Negative times negative, that is positive. 2 times 2 is 4. So, we have here 4a raised to the 6th power. Last item, so we have here quantity negative 2a cubed b squared raised to the power of 3. So, the exponent of negative 2 is 1. So, negative 2 raised to 1 times 3. A raised to 3 times 3. B raised to 2 times 3. Let's simplify it further. Negative 2 raised to 1 times 3 is 3. A raised to 3 times 3 is 9. B raised to the 6th power. Take note, negative 2 raised to the 3rd power is not yet in the simplest form. So, your base here is negative 2 and your exponent here is 3. So, exponent 3, si exponent 3, sinasabi niya kung ilang beses i-multiply ni base ang sarili niya. Your base is negative 2, ilang beses daw? 3. Kasi yung base mo, your exponent here is 3. So, 3 negative 2. So, let's get its product. 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. Next, negative times negative, positive times negative is negative. So, it is negative 8, a raised to the 9th power, b raised to the 6th power is the correct answer. Let's have the next rule. We have your quotient rule. So, in a quotient rule, papansinin natin, parehas yung base nila. Parehas a yung base. But then, take note nagdi-divide ka, parehas yung base nila, ang ginawa lang, kinopya lang si base, minus lang si exponent. So, an example. Example number 1, a raised to the 6th power divided by a squared. So, papansinin natin, the operation is division. Next, what can you say about the base? They are both a. So, pag ganun, kukopyahin lang daw po si base. At anong gagawin sa exponent? Magsasubtract ka lang, 6 minus 2. So, we have here, a raised to 6 minus 2 is 4. So, another example. We have here 12a raised to the 6th power, b raised to the 10th power, divided by 3a raised to the 4th power, p squared. Papansinin natin, may numerical coefficient na. Anong gagawin pag may number? Of course, i-divide mo. 12 divided by 3 is 4. And we have here two base, a and p. May a dito, may a dito. Parehas may a. Anong daw gagawin? I-minus. So, 6 minus 4. May b dito, may b rin dito sa baba. So, again, since nagdi-divide ka, same ang base nila, i-minus mo daw si exponent. So, this is 10 minus 2. Simplifying it further, we have here 4, a raised to 6 minus 4, that is 2, b raised to 10 minus 2, which is 8. Last item, we have here 10 squared, a to the 6, b to the 14th power, all over b raised to the 2nd power, a cubed, b squared. Now, let's simplify what is 10 squared. 10 squared is 10 times 10. So we have here 10 times 10, which is 100. So 100, a to the 6, b to the 14th power all over 5 squared is 5 times 5, which is 25. A cubed, b to the second power. 100 divided by 25, that is 4. And then, let's have the exponent. So, meron tayong bases na A and B. May A tayo dito, may A din tayo. So, we have same A, and this is division. Anong gagawin sa exponent? Ma-minus. So, same here, pares may B. Nag-divide po tayo. Copy the base B and subtract the exponent. So, this is 4, a raised to 6 minus 3, which is 3, b raised to 12. Next, we have power of a quotient rule. So, this is a combination of a power and a quotient. So, kung papansinin natin, magkaiba yung bases nila, minumultiply yung exponent. So, let's have item 1. Ano exponent ng variable? Okay, automatically, ang exponent ng isang variable is 1. Of course, kapag walang nakasulat, automatic 1 yon. Pero pag meron, bawa a cube, therefore, exponent niya is 2. Since here, wala pong nakasulat, ang exponent niya is 1. A raised to 1 times 3 all over b raised to 1 times 3. Madidivide ba natin to? Of course not, kasi magkaiba sila ng base. So, ang gagawin po natin, just copy a raised to cube, b raised to cube. Masasubtract natin yung exponent nila, ni a tsaka ni b? Of course, hindi. Bakit? Because they have different bases. Ang base nito ay a, ang base nito ay b, di sila kaparehas. Let's have example 2. So, we have here 2 squared, quantity 2 squared all over b squared raised to the power of 3. So, okay, basta sila ng bases, copy the base 2 raised to 2. Then, power to power po, 2 times 3 all over b raised to 2 times 3. So, minumultiply lang po natin is yung exponent sa exponent. Simplifying this one, 2 raised to 3 times 2 is 6 all over b raised to the 6th power. So, again, hindi pa po nakasimplify si 2. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32, times 2 is 64. All over b raised to the 6th power. Ito na po ba ang final answer? Yes. Let's have the next one. So, we have here a quantity of 10a raised to the 6th power b raised to the 14th power all over 5a raised to the 3rd power b squared raised to the power of 2. So, again, the exponent of a whole number of a number, kapag walang nakasulat or numerical coefficient, automatic is 1. So, 10 raised to 1 times 2, a raised to 6 times 2, b raised to 14 times 2, all over 5 raised to 1 times 2, a raised to 3 times 2, b raised to 2 times 2. So, this is 10 raised to 1 times 2 is 2, a raised to 6 times 2 is 12, b raised to 14 times 2 is 28, all over 5 raised to the 1 times 2 is 2, a raised to the 6, b raised to the 4th power. Simplifying this one, 10 squared is 100, all over 25. Now, nag-divide tayo, and same bases sila. Gagawin, copy the base, minus the exponent. 12 minus 6, b raised to 28 minus 4. Simplifying this one, so the final answer here is 4, a raised to 6 power, b raised to 24 power. Last one, you have here, take note ha, any number raised to 0 is equals to 1, except 0. Ulitin ko. Kahit anong number or variable basta naka-raise sa 0, ang sagot ay 1. Ano lang ang exemption? Except 0. So, 1 raised to 0, automatically that is 1. Now, this is divide. So, nag-divide ka, pero ang pansin natin, parehas sila ng base. So, just copy the base A. Anong gagawin sa exponent? Pag division, magso-subtract tayo. 6 minus 6, which is equals to A raised to 6 minus 6, which is equals to 0. Again, any number raised to 0 is equals to 1, except 0. So, this is what? Last item. So, papansinin natin, the quantity A, 10A raised to the 6th power, B raised to the 14th power, all over 5A cubed, B squared, are all raised to 0. So, once naka-raise sila sa 0, automatically, this is 1. Kung dito, any number raised to 0 is equals to 1 except 0, kung papansinin natin itong next na laws ng exponent, si A, yung base nating A, may exponent siya na negative B. So, ano po ang nangyari? Yung negative pong yan, gagawin natin siyang positive. So, paano natin siyang gagawin positive? We just get its reciprocal. So, ang denominator ng whole number is 1. We just get its reciprocal para maging positive. Yung nasa baba, nasa taas. Yung nasa taas, maging nasa baba. Kailan ka lang nag-reciprocal? Kapag ang exponent is negative, doon ka lang mag-reciprocal ng yung given. Again, let's have example 1. So, we have here 3 raised to negative 2. So, since negative ang exponent, we need to make it a positive. We just get its reciprocal. So, kung si 3 raised to negative 2 ay nasa baba, ay nasa taas, siya ngayon ay ibababa natin para siya ay maging positive. So, we have here 3 raised to 2. Ano ang nasa taas? 1. Simplifying it further, 1 over 3 squared. 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is equals to 9. Therefore, 3 raised to negative 2 is equals to 1 over 9. Next. So, ang operation is division. Meron tayong same base. So, ang gagawin, copy the base. At ang gagawin sa exponent is isa-subtract. 4 minus 6 is equals to A raised to 4 minus 6 is negative 2. Pansinin natin na ang exponent ni A is negative 2. So, pag may negative na exponent, ang gagawin natin, we just get its reciprocal. So, this is 1 over A squared. And the last item, we have here 5 raised to 0, A raised to negative 4, C raised to the 4th power, all over 4, B raised to negative 6. Recall na yung any number raised to 0 is automatically 1, except 0. So, negative yung exponent ni A. So, kung nasa taas siya, ibababa natin siya ngayon. A raised to the 4th power. Si C ba ay negative ang exponent? Hindi. Therefore, retain si C sa taas. Si 4 ba negative ang exponent? Hindi. Positive 1 ang exponent, therefore, mananatili siya sa location niya. Next, si B raised to negative 6. The exponent is negative, so, we will get its reciprocal. Kung nasa baba siya, para maging positive siya, iaangat natin siya ngayon. Rearranging this one, this is 1 over 4, B to the 4th, C to the 4th, all over A squared. So, that's it.